Most ocean plastic comes from rivers. So what if we could stop it before it gets there? We're gonna use this giant dam, this little boat, and this repurposed Soviet factory to clean up one of Europe's most polluted rivers. And we're sending Trishala from Planet Wild to meet the people behind a genius technique that could solve huge parts of our ocean plastic problem. It's already being used around the world, but here in Albania, we're taking it to the next level, with 100,000 euros in community funding and a mission to turn this into this. We are Planet Wild. Welcome to Mission 27.
This is the Drin River, picturesque against the mountainous regions here in Albania. But this is also a pretty unique place. Here, in the Kukës region, the Black Drin River from North Macedonia and the White Drin from Kosovo come together. This means that it's a meeting point for multinational trash. This place is so insanely polluted that it's hard to believe. If you live here, you probably don't have any regular waste collection at all. But people have to do something with their trash, so they dump it at illegal sites. Wind, rain, and drainage carry the plastic waste directly into the Drin River. And if we don't do anything, it will flow all the way across Albania until it ends up here, at the Mediterranean. Every year, 570,000 tons of plastic enters the Mediterranean. That's the equivalent of 625 garbage trucks of trash per day. Due to its unique geography, very little water goes in and out of the Mediterranean, so there's nowhere for the plastic to go, and we keep adding more and more. That's why, even though the Mediterranean only holds 1% of the world's water, it contains 7% of all microplastics. When the plastic reaches the sea, the opportunity for us to do something about it is pretty much lost.
It's an absolute disaster. There's not much more to say about it.
This is Clemens. He's the co-founder of Everwave. All over the world, Clemens and his team unblock rivers, clean up their banks, and free wild ecosystems from plastic pollution. So far, they have stopped more than 2 million kilograms of trash from entering our oceans. And now, it's time to tackle Albania.
Every project we did and every project we will do, we rely on a local partner.
Like this, okay? I smashed it, right?
Lulzim is a waste management expert with a ton of experience in this part of Europe. He coordinates the activities here on the ground, and in his lifetime, he's seen plastic take over the landscape of his childhood.
When I was 6 years old, I spent the first night at the beach, and it was in this area. And I know how it was, how beautiful it was, and now I see a solution. And I have to say, I am not happy to be in here. I wish I was now with my kids, enjoying the time with them, but I have to be here. I cannot sleep in peace with these thoughts. We just have to do it, otherwise no one will do it.
And that is exactly what we are here to do. We're supporting Everwave with 100,000 euros in community funding to realize their genius solution. And this is how it works. Step 1, we need to stop the flow of trash. This right here is the Fierza Dam, perfectly located near the point where the White Drin and the Black Drin meet. Usually, dams are not great news for ecosystems, but here we're leveraging the existing infrastructure for good. Because by stopping the flow of the river, the dam also traps huge amounts of trash in this gigantic reservoir. And it holds it long enough for us to deploy step 2. This right here is Everwave's secret weapon, which can collect 1 ton of trash in under 20 minutes. And the cool thing is, they didn't have to design a brand new machine. Instead, they repurposed an aquatic wheat harvester and modified it to chomp up plastic like a hungry hippo.
And it's ready to take on Albania. Yeah, it hasn't arrived yet. The journey of Everwave's trash collecting boat is as impressive as the boat itself.
The boat was built in northern Germany, and then we sent it all the way to Jablanica. The plan was obviously to send it to Kukës, where we are now, but we are forced to, because of toll issues, send it back to the German border, import it here, and now send it back to Kukës, Albania, which needs a couple of days.
Fantastic.
Listen, every mission has its own challenges, and no, things don't always go as planned. But a few weeks later, after a 4,000-kilometer voyage, the boat finally arrived at the reservoir. Oh, and by the way, the boat doesn't have a name yet, so if you have an idea on how we should name it, leave it in the comments. And now, it's time for the boat to get to work. So now we have all this plastic, but remember, Kukës doesn't have a waste management system at all. So what are we going to do with it?
Well, that's where this building comes in. They're building their own friggin' recycling facility. It used to be an old Soviet packaging factory, but now the Planet Wild community is funding a complete renovation, transforming it into a fully functioning processing and recycling plant. Something that Everwave has already successfully done around the world. Here, it's the last piece of the puzzle, and without it, the whole operation doesn't work.
First, it always feels like, like you open the door here and it's like, well, doesn't look much, but you have to start somewhere to really create change, and that's what we're here for.
What's super interesting is that 80% of the trash collected is recyclable, so they can actually earn money from it. How it works is they get the raw material into the factory, split it up into these different materials, compact it into these balers, and then sell these cubes to recycling companies. This is crucial. The money from the recycled plastic helps to pay staff at the facility, meaning that our community's one-time funding has helped unlock a self-sustaining solution that will continue to remove plastic as long as the plastic is there to remove.
Right now, it's estimated that every year between 1 and 3 million tons of plastic flows from the world's rivers into the ocean. So just imagine if our solution were applied to the most polluting rivers around the world. We could remove a huge amount of that ocean plastic before it even gets there. The ongoing work here at the reservoir is a powerful proof of concept. Soon we'll be removing as much as 25 tons of plastic every month, turning this into this. If you also feel motivated to do something positive for our world, you can join Planet Wild as a backer. Every month we go on a mission to bring back endangered species. It's the cutest bird I've ever seen. Clean up our oceans.
Seriously impressive.
And transform entire landscapes.
Can we take a break now?
And it's all community funded. As a backer, you're directly supporting organizations at the front lines of nature protection. And you can see your impact for yourself here on our channel. So if that sounds good, follow the QR code over here or the link down in the description. See you all again next month. Over and out.
Don't you love it when you're walking on the shore and you stumble upon something that is going to creep you out and then you can dream about it all night?
You touched it. You're cursed now.
No!